Guys, welcome to 7 Man Show with me, host Sean. Today we're on the short one because we're discussing Neo. Now I don't know if you've heard or not, but Neo have just secured a government contract with the Chinese government to supply them with a number of cars where the Chinese want to go carbon neutral. As well as that, I expect on battery day, Neo's version of battery day, to announce 150 kilowatt battery, which will be the equivalent of 560 mile range. I think this is amazing, and if true, I think Neo could turn back around upwards. I realise it has been going upwards quite a bit, and I'm happy about that, but it started going down with the rest of the market, and we want that to stop, don't we? Anyway, don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the box below, check out the links in the description. There might be a few YouTube videos you've missed. If you want to be a hero, then smash that bell notification. Now I'm speaking about tanker stocks, and I know I've been a bit lax on tanker stocks recently. I'm sorry for that. I know I was well on top of it for a while. It isn't me shifting my focus away from it. I am still getting into it. Now they've come down drastically. I want to speak. A well-known tanker YouTuber has spoken about selling out of his tanker stocks, and he has spoken about how he was going to, rather than going into Scorpio and TNK, he was going to shift into Dorian LPG, because he didn't want it in two tanker stocks, because he's always said that's undervalued. Now this is the same one who said I was mistaken for selling Euronav at $9.75. I managed to catch. Now I sold half of it pre-dividend because it was the right price point for me. The other half I sold just post ex-dividend, managed to catch that sweet spot where I got the dividend and before the fall as well. So I on half of my shares, and since then it's been going down 7.36. Now I don't think it's a bad company. I think it's a very good company, very well run company. It's just the situation at the moment. I think the same with DHT. Now DHT and Euronav have massive long-term charters, which means they're not going to lose any money over the next 12 months. And he's going for the ones that he thinks are undervalued. No offense, Scorpio, TNK have been undervalued for the past year, and they haven't really risen. Likes of DHT or Euronav, they haven't been paying out dividends. Their debt has been one that's dragged them down. It's the reason I chose DHT Euronav. I chose Frontline as well until they issued 2 times the amount of shares they had on the market, so they ended up with a float 3 times what they was. That's why I came out of them. I didn't like that. Now DHT, if you liked them at $5 or $6 a share, why wouldn't you like them at $4.8 a share when you know they're not going to lose money over the next 12 months? Now that takes them from a 33 to 37% dividend to 40% dividend. Now I don't expect them to keep that dividend, although you never know, they may well. I expect them, if the share price doesn't go up, to more than likely do a share buyback, and that will raise the price of the shares as well. But at the same time, either thing is good. It's a win-win for the company. But you've got to think to yourself, do you think the oil price will go up in the next 12 months? If you do, then you should be scooping up the likes of Shell, BP, ExxonMobil. Do you think Trump will win? Then they're the companies to be picking up, because they will make in the short term out of it. And if you don't, then these are the companies to pick up. And remember what I said back in April, if you want to pick up oil companies, you pick up a tanker company, because the oil companies were at a discount then that you could afford to pick up an oil company like Shell that was traditionally at $30. You could pick it up at $12, $13 and pick up a couple of tanker companies, and you'd get an increased dividend as well. If the oil price goes up, your oil company goes up. If the oil price goes down, your tanker price company goes up. Now, just because a YouTuber who talks about tankers all the time is selling his shares, doesn't mean you should. Remember, he's still keeping his shares in the other two tanker companies, and he's talking about picking up another one in another tanker company. Now, they're smaller companies and they're more riskier companies. He's also keeping his calls in DHT and Euronav, so he's not completely out of them. So do not follow any other YouTuber, and even me. Do not follow anyone idiot on the internet. Do your own research. My biggest gains were when everyone told me, do not buy this. During the first crash, when people said do not buy Facebook, do not buy Google because the advertising, I picked up Facebook under 1,000. I picked up Google under 1,000. I picked up Facebook 150, because people were panic selling. All the analysts were saying don't pick it up. Now, how many of you would love to pick that up now? You know, I picked up so many companies. Everyone was saying go into Intel and Nvidia, and I picked up one of their small little rivals for $40. That's now trading after the current drop at below $80. You know, it went up to 120. I sold a small position and kept the rest of it. You know, and I've just gone back in to it. You have to do your own research. This is how I went into Bank of America before Buffett. This is how I went in a Japanese company before Buffett, and this is how I went into all these other companies, and I find them before others. That's how I found that 12% dividend company, and ended up making 15% on it. You know, that no one was speaking about. This is how I found Tsla Life Sciences at 40p a share. That is now between 140 and 190 this last week. That is due to this week to have a court hearing on demerging a product that so you get shares in Tsla and a new company as well, 2 lots of shares in 2 companies. As well as that, you get a special dividend. Anyway, that's all from me. See you in the next video.